UVW satisfying one x equals to UVW. UV, the second one is UV is less than equals to K and V is greater than equals to 0. And third is for all I is greater than 0. UVIW belongs to. Okay? So what we have is that suppose L is regular, then there exists a constant K depending upon language L, because this K always depends on L. So if language changes, this K will also change. Okay? Such that for all x belongs to L, the length of x is greater than or equals to K. Then there exists UVW satisfying that x can be expressed in terms of UVW. The length of UV is less than or equals to K. The V is greater than or equals to 0. For all I greater than or equals to 0, U V to power I W will belongs to L. This is what concrete lemma says. For example, like what I mean to say is, like suppose if you have x is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Suppose if I write it like this, then a portion of this could be U, a portion of could be V, and this portion could be W. This is what I mean when I say that x can be expressed in UVW. So this particular x string could be divided into 3 substrings. One I am calling as U, another V, and W. The condition is that whatever K you have selected, the length of U and V must be less than or equals to K. Okay? Length of UV must be, that means if that, what does it mean is that since you can see that the length of U and V is 0, 1, 1, 0, 5. 5 is the length. So that means 5 must be S. This must hold. Okay? So this is S. Okay? And obviously V always be greater than or equals to 0. Okay? Normally in some cases it is only greater than 0, but there is a case which is known as pump down. In that case V will be 0. In all other cases V always be greater than 0. This is what we have. Okay? So whenever greater than 0, that means V can be pumped down. Okay? So this I can take anything. Like if I say this, then if I say this UV square W, if I write for this particular string, then this is nothing but 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So you can see that this is V, V, W, this is U. So if I am talking about this I, which is 2, so UV square W, then the string which you will get is this. Okay? So this is what the simple meaning of this particular statements. Okay. Now let us go for to see that whether it holds or not, or we'll see some sort of a formal proof of all this. So I'll just so we have in case of Ampere, what we have is that I can go for x equals to u where u v is less than equals to k and v is less than equals to 0, and for all I u v I w belongs to L. This is what we call it, and certainly there is k which is constant depending on L. This is what we have. This is a pumping lemma. Okay. So let us go for proving this. Okay. What does it mean? Like before we prove, let us go for one example. That will give you the idea how it works. Like suppose I can have a language, say 0 to power n, 1 to power n, where n is greater than or equals to 0, is not regular. This is my question. Okay? What I have to prove is that this particular language is not regular. That means you cannot create a DFA out of this. Okay? So what we do is that we will make use of proof by contradiction. I think I have told you in the very first class that there are two ways of doing it. Like certain things you can prove by induction and then is proved by contradiction. So in this case what we can see is we can say that okay, suppose that L is regular. Okay, fine. So obviously if L is regular, then according to pumping lemma, there must be some k. Okay. So for which I think say it can be like that. It can be T1 over k, and k is greater than or equals to 0. Could hold. Okay. But what we are saying, like if you look on the pumping lemma set, then obviously what we are saying is that you have zeros, k number of zeros and k number of ones. Suppose that you have 0, 0, 0 like this, 1, 1, 1, 1 like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what 0 to power 5 and 1 to power 5. This is what we have. Easily it can be proved that when you look for pumping, like say if I say that this is my U and if I say this is my V and this is my W, then if you pump V, it will actually increase the number of zeros in this system. That means if I say that I am looking for, it will not, no? It will not zero. Okay. So what you have is, like if I say U V square W, then what you have is 0, 0, 0, then 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see that this is nothing but it lands up in this, and this does not become. That means whatever assumptions, and one case in which you are not getting this as through pumping lemma, you are not getting the same set of language, same set of string which could be in L, then it proves that means our assumption is wrong. Okay. Even you can prove multiple things, like you can also take that if in case V lies in ones only, that also will not be a string which you will get is not regular. Even if when you get v which is lies in zeros and ones partially, then also it will not. Okay? The reason is very simple. That if it is 0, 1 is v, then pumping up will actually add on like this, which will actually, what will happen is, which will actually not be the construct of this language, because language says all 0 will occur first, then 1s will start. So in this case, we have actually, you can see that there is a series of 0, 1 and 0. So this will not be. So in all cases, whether v is only zeros or v is only ones or v is 0, 1, in all cases you will find that whatever resultant after pumping up the language, whatever resultant it is coming is not a language. So you can actually say that whatever assumptions we have taken that this language is irregular is wrong, and by proof, by actually in view of by proof of by contradiction, I can it contradicts, and hence I can say that this language is not right. So that is the way we prove it. The same thing you can actually generalize in terms of like taking k and n and sort of things. That instead of going for example, I can take general things. Like we can take that, okay, fine, there is n1 and n2 sort of things, and then you can pump. Like suppose what we can see, I can see that there is n1 number of these zeros is there is n2 number of zeros, this is n3 and all. Okay, so when you pump this, then n1, n2, n2 like this will be there, and it is not in. It's not visible. So you can generalize your proof, and you can have the proof of the language that using pumping lemma, I can easily prove that a language is not regular. Okay? That is what the theme of this. So that means our assumption that L is regular is wrong. Hence, L is not regular by virtue of contradiction. Okay? That is what we can do. So this is what we can. Now, come to the proof of this particular lemma. What we have is let us suppose that since lemma says L is regular, so L is regular, then there is a DFA, say M, okay, such that L equals to L. So your M is Q sigma delta Q0 F. This is what we have. Okay? So this is what we have. Okay? So now let M have K states. Consider a string x belongs to L such that greater than yes. Yes. Okay. So that means what we have is delta Q0x. This is what we have. Okay, fine. So that what we have is that according Pamping lemma says that L is regular. So since L is regular, that means there is DFA M exists such that the language generated by the machine and the language would be same. So I am defining this M